So let's jump right in. Chris just got back from checking out the brand new Universal Kids Resort in Texas. How was it, Chris?
It was a lot of fun. I was there. I brought Jessica and her family, so we had some kids in there to get some reviews from their perspective. But just a quick overview. This is a kids park in Frisco, Texas. There are 7 lands, and it has Shreks and Trolls, Jurassic World, SpongeBob, and Minions. It's a cute little park with a mix of shows and some kiddie rides and splash pads, that kind of stuff. The tallest ride, at the park is 42 inches to get on. So a lot of kids, both my kids will be able to get on all the rides. That was only one ride. That one's the called the Swings over Del Mar, which is one of those kind of like state fair kind of swings where you swirl around on chains, and it was fun. That was actually the only one that got me a little nervous because it can get pretty high. Everything else is for kids 39 inches and below. Including they have one for Jurassic World, the Cretaceous coaster, which I honestly thought was like a great step-up coaster for kids. I mean, I'm big fans of Velocicoaster over at Universal Islands of Adventure. So this is kind of like a cool way for kids to get into that, roller coaster ecosystem. And then they had the Minions Bellow Bay, which is like it's a water ride, wet ride. You go down in a raft and you get really wet. It's a legit ride. This could be in any park. But after this media event that I was at, there was a lot of hate online for the park. And most of it came, obviously, from people that haven't been there, because pretty much everyone I talked to that was there liked the park. It actually exceeded my expectations.
How can you hate a park that you haven't been to?
I know, and that's what I've been trying to figure out online. But I can agree on some of the points. The pictures are not flattering. So even like the pictures I took from my room, there's just a lot of concrete, and it's Texas. It's the summer. It's hot, limited shade, and when you just compare the concept art to what was delivered, there's kind of a gap there. Just the concept art has lots of big lush trees, and it's just different from what was delivered. Since the media event, they've painted some things, so I don't know if that was already in the plan or if they're actually just reacting to the online
Panic
bullying.
painting.
Yeah. So I think it will get better, and it will get better as the trees grow and that kind of stuff. But this is the same criticism that Epic Universe got last year. But like I said, I had a good time, and the most important part, the kids that we were there with, they all loved it. It was fun. But it's an outdoor theme park in Texas. It's going to be hot, but we'll see. I mean, it's a wet park. There's 5 different water attractions, so that'll help. But for $55 a day or $75 for 2 days, I think the annual pass is $130, and it already sold out. It's good for what it is. It's not trying to be Epic Universe. It's going to be a good locals park for kids. I probably wouldn't travel for this park, but if I was in the area, or if you were in the area and you said, "Hey, is it worth it?" I think it's definitely worth $55 if you've got kids, to the 2 to 10 age range. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, sounds like, especially for, like you said, local and easy driving distance, it's going to be a nice, fairly inexpensive option for a day out at a theme park.
And like I mentioned, Jessica was there, and she lives in Texas, and she's a Walt Disney World annual pass holder, and so are her kids, and so they are used to big theme parks, and they loved it. They're like, we will be back. And so that's kind of probably what Universal is hoping for. People that don't want to travel all the way to Orlando, but that are close by. So we'll see.